and I'm like, the fuck are you talking about?
And then you just whip out your notes.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm not letting that moment go. We gotta sit in that a moment. Danny just beat you at Star Wars trivia.
I know. I'm
and
embarrassed.
it's about Andor.
Here I am sitting down thinking about how right you guys are, but absolutely I'm going to judge the fuck out of somebody if they turn to me and say New Hope is boring.
I got some stuff. I don't have as much as I'd planned.
Sure. No, we'll talk about whatever.
So what I've been doing, every now and then I'll catch one of your guys' clips on TikTok. And again, I'm a huge fan.
Appreciate it.
Every now and then, something will be said, and I'm like, the fuck are you talking about?
And then you just whip out your notes.
Yeah, and I whip out my notes. And so I've been taking some notes down. Some of these have become irrelevant because it's like, 1 billion lions versus 10,000 Jedi.
Yes, let's talk about it.
You want to talk about it? Because I don't understand how you're siding with the lions.
It's 1 billion.
I don't even remember this at all.
Remember in episode
We did
112.
10,000 Jedi versus 1
1
billion
billion
lions.
lions.
Yeah, 1 billion lions.
What are the levels of the Jedi? Are they all masters?
Oh my god, I'm in the video.
Oh, that's what I said there?
No,
That's pretty funny.
I think we made it like a range where like most of them are Jedi Knights, but then you still have some of the Yodas and Mace Windu's in there.
Are there younglings? Because the younglings are dead immediately.
Yeah, but I think you made the point that like Mace Windu is taken out like half by himself or something.
Well, there's 1 billion lions. There's one Mace Windu. Mace Windu's killing how many lions? 500,000?
Yeah, see, exactly.
Well, wait, if it's 10,000 Jedi, a youngling's not a Jedi, neither is a Padawan.
So they have to be. They have to at least be a knight.
That's why I had to bring this onto the pod. I couldn't just text you.
I love it. We gotta have you on like
Danny,
quarterly
that's
or
fabulous.
semi-annually.
Okay, so what is the math? How many average baseline Jedi Knight? How many lions is a baseline
well, see
Jedi
how many
Knight
they would
taking
have
out?
to take out if you just average it out. So do 1 billion divided by 10,000.
Yeah, gotcha.
We should be able to do that in our heads probably, but
Yeah.
I'm so you're
embarrassed to
siding
attempt
with
it.
the lions.
No, with the Jedi.
Oh.
Because Jedi can strategize. Like, I genuinely think what I pitch to you is that you make a sort of igloo out of lion corpses. You kill like a couple hundred lions, then you make an igloo, and then it just becomes like Spartan warfare. You open the igloo a little, and then you do the boomerang thing with the
you
lightsaber.
throw the lightsaber.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Each Jedi would have to kill 100,000 lions, which is a lot.
It's a lot of lions, for certain.
I'm just thinking.
No, it's not the Jedi, because the Jedi lose to battle droids regularly.
Yeah, and I'm thinking.
And
like,
I get that they have numbers, and they have projectiles, and they have strategy, but
the Nexu. The Nexu is basically a lion, maybe a little bit bigger.
a bit bigger.
In attack, so say it's 2 or 3 lions.
And
I know
the thing that
it's
is
in
like
the cat
rat
thing.
face.
Yeah.
And like I'm just thinking, and a lot of those people there were Jedi, and I know Obi-Wan and Anakin didn't have their lightsabers, so it was. But like, I'm not thinking Obi-Wan is taking down 100,000 of those.
That's a fair point. That is
You know what I
basically
mean?
a lion.
Yeah, it's basically a lion, and like that thing was alive for a while, with a bunch of Jedi there.
It's the longest living one.
Yeah,
Because the Reek and the Acklay both go way quicker.
yeah.
It's tough because I do think it's the Jedi. What you're saying is making a lot of sense. And you're right, in episode 3, a lot of them just get shot in the back of the head. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, again, I get that lions can't do that, but there's a billion of them.
Right. How would you feel if it were Sith? Because I feel like lightning makes a big difference.
The lightning is a good projectile. But can the lightning...
They got it. Like even a Sith has to get tired at some point. Like he can't.
So do lions. And they're not tagging in and out. Like the
But
lions
there's a
aren't
billion of them.
strategizing.
It's so hard for them to get tired.
We're not talking a million. We're talking a billion.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
And the Sith lightning, have we ever seen Sith lightning just straight up kill a person
something
on
interesting.
impact?
Right.
Where it's like a lion is going to be able to survive things that humans can't. A lion can be shot 3 times, and depending on where it is, they're fine. Right. Most humans aren't getting shot 3 times and living. So when have we seen the lightning just on impact kill somebody?
Like Luke gets effed up by lightning like for a while.
Now there's the argument that he could have killed him at any moment, but he was just actively torturing him. But like,
well, Palpatine was trying to kill Mace Windu and then got
he
rezapped,
he
right?
unlimited power. I assume that's a full blast of lightning,
Right.
and he's not dead.
Yeah.
like
Yeah, he
he
throws
shoots
him out the
him
window,
out the
yeah.
window.
Right.
I'm still going.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the lions.
I'll take the win that I almost brought you over to my side. Like,
Yeah, it was a good point. I like your strategy. I like the Spartan aspect of it.
Yeah, the
it's a good thought. It's a good thought.
I guess speaking of Star Wars,
Okay.
today...
What do you think about the Red Room fight? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what do you think of the choreography of... I keep seeing this clip. No, today I saw you say that Luke isn't a top 10 Star Wars character pre The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I don't mess with Star Wars enough to be like, Luke's one of the best pro tags ever.
Yeah.
I struggle to come up with exactly 10 people better.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just wanted to
no
put
problem.
the iron to you.
Yeah, no problem. I think I could name like 20 people that I think you could put in the argument, and that may just be that you're not a huge Star Wars fan like that, but like somebody like Ahsoka is clearly a better character to me.
Are you talking all universe? Like Rex and Cody can be included?
Yeah.
Or just... Okay.
Oh, you're
okay.
just going movies.
I thought you were just...
No.
Gotcha.
Like the book, there's great characters in the books. There's great characters in... I mean... Like, even, like, a lowly character like Wedge Antilles has these books that, like, actually make Wedge, like, a really good, strong, fleshed-out character. But if we're talking, like, main characters, I still may be able to give you 10. Obviously, Darth Vader. Obviously, to me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obviously, for me, Palpatine is got to be up there because he's so fucking entertaining.
Right.
For me, Darth Maul, but I guess Darth Maul, you have to
Only
have
with
the
the
Clone Wars
Wars.
in there. Like, obviously, Darth Maul is not a top 10 Star Wars character with just Phantom Menace. Like I said, Ahsoka, I would have Rex up there. I love Din Djarin from Mando, right? Mandalorian.
Right,
For me, General Grievous is up there. I love the fact that he's the scariest guy in the galaxy for 90% of the people, but he's actually really just a bitch, and he's always running away. I think that that's actually really interesting, and I think his Kalish backstory with him being a warrior, being framed, you know, that Count Dooku framed the Jedi for his, you know, accident. So General Grievous is up there for me.
Grievous is such a weird enigma because he's all aura farming.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he actually has no aura.
Right.
Like, he's just a bitch. Like, I think that's great.
He's just a bitch. Where's he getting these lightsabers? He must not actually be, like, winning them, right?
Well, he has a moment in Clone Wars, here we go back to Clone Wars, where he's going against a pretty high-level Jedi that I believe is on the Jedi Council at the time, and he's got him trapped, and it's just like if it was Grievous one-on-one, this guy would have fucked him up.
Right.
But, like, he's just got, like, 500 droids around this guy, and he's just, like, electrocuting him with the staff and this and that. Like, it's just, like, nothing. He didn't do anything. All of his interesting kills in all of the Clone Wars are against clones. Like, he doesn't do anything.
I mean, the Clone Wars 2002 movie, he's pretty freaking awesome.
Correct.
He kills like 6 Jedi by himself.
Yeah.
And they're freaking out.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen that?
And
I
that
don't
he's
know. I
freaking
thought
sick.
not the CG one. Oh.
The
No, I
animated.
haven't then. Yeah, I hear that's
it's really
badass.
Only prolonging the inevitable.
Oh, it's so
I've seen Mace
good.
Windu give him his cough.
Yes.
I've seen that.
Yeah, it's the
from
same.
that.
It's the same.
from
Yeah.
that. It's so good.
Like
And
he's like Batman. Like he's in the rafters and he like jumps down, kills one, and goes away.
And he
then,
doesn't
like,
have 4
He
arms.
grabs one by the face and just smashes him into the thing.
mind you, grabs him by the face, not with his arms, with his feet.
Oh,
he
that's
grabs him by the face. He's like slamming him.
Yeah,
it's so sick.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
we'll have to watch.
And
it.
he doesn't have 4 arms in that.
Right.
He's using his foot for a third lightsaber.
Right.
It's awesome.
Oh, that's
it's
sick.
The
so
fight
cool.
scene is sick, and like one of them gets away. Ki-Adi-Mundi gets away, and he kills the rest.
I believe Shakti also gets away, but
okay.
it's 2 of the 6.
Yeah.
He kills Shaggy immediately.
Yeah.
Are you guys Andor fans? I'm surprised you
Yes.
haven't had any Andor characters on there.
Yeah, so if you would have let me get to them, for sure Mon Mothma, for sure Stellan Skarsgård's character Luthen. I think Cassian has earned it. But for me, Cassian has always been the least interesting part of Andor, of his own show.
That's fair, yeah.
Like, I think the conspiracies and everything else going on is so, especially in in both seasons for me, where season 2 he's got a lot more to do, so like I like him a lot more in season 2. But in season 1, where it's like we're just watching him just not give a fuck about the rebellion, and you compare that to Mon Mothma, who's got to betroth her daughter to this and that, and like all that stuff. But Cassian, I think, is it's just, but Mon Mothma and Luthen, Stellan Skarsgård, are
it's so good.
unbelievable.
They're great.
Yeah.
It sucks that there's a show called Star Wars Rebels already, because Andor should be called that.
Interesting.
Cassian's barely in his own show,
yeah.
and the show's just happening to him.
Yeah.
Like, Because I agree, yeah, he's the least interesting, but it's because he's being, like, chauffeured through his show.
Interesting.
So, yeah. And then...
Which season do you like more, season 1 or season 2 of Andor?
I like season... Yeah, actually, objectively, season 2. They're both great.
We like season 1 a little bit better.
Oh, interesting.
Not a little bit for me. I think it's clearly better, season 1.
When I say objectively, I used that wrong. I meant, like, certainly, like,
Yeah.
in my mind. Like, I was like, oh, is it this or that? No, actually, it's this. That's interesting. Is it because of the prison arc?
The prison arc is unbelievable, but I kind of think every arc in season 1 works, and I don't feel that way about season 2. And I think it's a time jump problem.
Right.
I found that so jarring week to week.
That's fair.
Yeah, like a lot of the off-screen development we get with this is a problem. What's his name?
Oh, yeah, the weasel.
Dendra's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Cyril.
Cyril Karn, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I'm not letting that moment go. We got to sit in that a moment. Danny just beat you at Star Wars
I
trivia.
know. I'm
and
embarrassed.
it's about Andor.
I know, I'm embarrassed.
It's the
break that
only
in.
thing I can
But
tell.
I said the last thing to point out that I know my shit.
Alright.
So Cyril's off-screen development from arc 2 to 3, like, is really lost. Like, and I really like that he dies to somebody that he actually wronged. I think that that's really interesting. I would have loved to have seen him get found out that he was wronging them. Like that, like stuff like that. I just wanted more Andor. And I never felt that in season 1. I felt that constantly in season 2. Even though the highs, I mean, Welcome to the Rebellion, that episode obviously just won the Emmy for brilliant writing. As it should have. Like Mon Mothma's speech, getting her out of the that building, like all that's correct.
Luthen and young, well now I won't know the name, which is embarrassing.
Clea.
Yeah, young Clea when he's like,
And you're back.
they're at the diner and he's like, go on, blow up that bridge, and she's gone, and he's like, don't blow up that bridge.
Yeah.
That's great.
Her sneaking in to kind of have to end him off was a great episode. The massacre on Planet
Gorman
was
the
a great
Gorman massacre's brilliant.
Is insane.
It's really I agree with everything you say, and it's all valid.
Yeah.
One of my jingling key syndromes about me is that I love when something that's like PG-13 or like a children's property, and I know Star Wars has expanded beyond being like a kid's thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I love when that surprises me with how dark it is.
Yeah.
And I love that season 2 of Andor is just like, oh no, this is like adult drama television.
Yeah.
And so that like really, obviously that's not like a real benefit. Like that's me being like, oh, I was shocked at how edgy it is, isn't a valid reason to be like season 2's better. But yeah, when Bix was going through what she was going through in episode 3, Cyril's end, like all of it, I was like, oh, there's no limitations. Like I don't have to be like, oh, well, they won't go here because it's Star Wars, you know? It has to stay family-esque.
On the edge a little bit,
So,
I get what you're saying.
But we knew that they were going to go that far because they do go really far with things in season 1. Season 1 is some really dark shit. So, I just... And I keep wanting to be like, well, season 2 does have higher highs, but I don't even believe that because the Eye is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in Star Wars. And the prison arc on Narkina 5 is fucking believable. Where the Gorman massacre's unbelievable, and there's stuff in season 2 that's unbelievable, and there's little moments. Andrew every week would say, I love that they're letting Cassian be fucking awesome, because Cassian's awesome the entire second season. He's sitting down at the Gorman tea shop or whatever, and he's like, you look like you're looking for me, don't look like you're looking for me.
Like he's in character and then he comes out of character and he's like, you just did that wrong, you need to be a better spy, and then immediately turns it back on. I was like, all right, Cassian's the man. They let him be the man for a second.
I love that they let him be really hard too. Like after Andor, like everybody else, I rewatched Rogue One. And it's full of Cassian doing like almost morally gray stuff where it opens and he like turns on his friend who can't run with him and he shoots him in the back and then he like looks at the gun and he's like, I can't believe I'm slipping. And that scene is awful after watching Andor, because by the end of Andor, he's just shooting people for not role-playing with him. You know, like when he's escorting Mon Mothma.
He wasn't not role-playing
Well,
with them. She explicitly said he's an ISB plant, and he explicitly shot the ISB plant.
No, I thought
I'm not giving you that.
That's fair. I mean, like, I could be misremembering. I thought he gives the dude a chance. He's like, don't worry, I got her. And he's like,
he
who
knows-
are you? And then he shoots him.
No. He's like, hey, I've got Mon Mothma, whatever, and to confuse the fuck out of him, and then he just shoots
Oh,
him.
gotcha. I thought it was like Cassian being like, hey, I'll give you one chance
No.
to like ping pong with me.
He's always killed bad guys.
Right.
My issue with Rogue One and him killing Tevik,
That's a crazy pull.
yeah,
That
sorry.
dude has 15 seconds of screen time.
yeah, but they say his name maybe 50 times in the last episode of Andor. They kill him. I don't think that's his name, though. I think I got it off. They kill him, and I feel that's out of character for Cassian. I kept waiting for them to kill Bix or kill Luthen or kill somebody that's really important to him, where he snaps and now he's just killing good guys. And I would have loved a confrontation with somebody with Forrest Whitaker, his group or somebody where he's just killing like other rebels, but you don't see that. Because the moment where he doesn't kill Galen, I guess, is in character.
Yeah.
But the way he's portrayed in Rogue One is he always follows orders. He always follows General Draven, the principal from Sex Education. He always follows him, and then it's a big deal that he doesn't kill Galen or so.
Yeah.
But like that's how it's portrayed in Rogue One. But actually, it's the moment where he kills the guy in the Ring of Kafrene, Tevik or whatever we're going to call him, with the bum leg. When he kills him, that's actually the outlier.
Interesting,
Based on what we learned in Rogue One, and based on what we learned in Andor, and that's not how it's portrayed in Rogue One.
Right.
So I don't love that inconsistency.
That's fair.
I also don't love the inconsistency that I've been in this fight since I was 6 years old, because that's not true.
Oh.
He has that speech
yes.
to Jen, where he's like,
Yeah.
I've been in this fight since I was 6 years old.
Right.
No, you haven't. You're actually actively avoiding the rebellion until you're like 25.
Yeah, right. Interesting.
Yeah.
So you go to prison, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so...
Here, I'll breeze through these quick.
Okay.
Because I got a couple others.
I mean, you don't have to breeze through anything, baby.
What you got?
Shucks. I just wrote horse porn and then why. I don't remember what that is.
That's fair. That's
You
fair.
don't like that we've talked about horse porn on this podcast?
I never minded it. I think it's confusing to me that that's such a consistent bargaining chip. It's always that.
It was a bit very early on the podcast that we don't return to very often now, but we have once recently, and it is a funny thing because we've done the podcast for coming up on 3 years now, and TikTok hasn't really understood the
nuances.
Yes, the nuances and the scope of the podcast until very recently, and now there's all these clips that are like, this is a podcast about superheroes, by the way, with the
I
rose
hate
emoji,
those. Yeah.
and it's just
We love
us
them. They're
talking about our
hilarious.
penises
Yep.
or horse porn or whatever the frick it is, and like for actual fans of the podcast, like they know.
Yeah,
Like,
that's been
especially
since
people
day
on the
one.
Patreon, because we go even crazier on the Patreon.
Yeah.
It's like it's funny watching the TikTok ethos kind of like come to the realization of like the podcast is just a big fun joke where we talk about whatever the frick we want.
Nothing is serious.
Yeah.
You're right. I hate those comments because it feels like people. They act like their tax-paying dollars are going to this podcast. Like they're like, what? This is where my money's going.
Yeah,
They're talking about horse porn.
I can't believe this.
Yeah,
It's
like-
yeah, we're talking about whatever we want. Okay.
No, I mean, the other day I saw a clip, and I don't remember Andrew saying this at all, and his mannerisms and everything. It's the funniest shit ever. He goes, if Mystique does it, is it blackface? It was like,
That's a good question.
it was like so. I mean, I'm so funny. Like, but that's it. That's the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll on TikTok we'll see clips now that we don't really remember.
Oh, absolutely, and they make me die laughing every time.
Some of your most egregious ones
Yeah,
that
let's
I've
hear it.
brought up that no one else has ever brought up.
Okay.
Flushed Away is better than Spirit the Horse.
Ooh, okay.
That's unbelievable.
Flushed Away is a banger.
Flushed Away.
The movie about the shit mice?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's voiced by Hugh Jackman. Let's not. Let's not.
For a long time, the only acknowledgement of Hugh Jackman putting on the yellow suit.
Yeah. As a rap. Yeah, I haven't seen Spirit, so I don't think I ever said
Okay.
that. So I just have not seen Spirit. I just remember as a kid, I thought Flushed Away was fine. I thought it was good.
It's that may be the first experience I had in movie theater where I was like, oh, movies can be something in between awful and good. Like,
My first one was Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. I was very disappointed with that.
Mine was the best answer here. M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender.
Oof.
That was the first time I walked out of a movie and I was like, oh, that was terrible.
yeah.
Like,
this is so fun. I didn't know everyone has a, like,
Yeah.
this was the first
where,
time
like,
I hated
as a
movie.
kid, you're, like, not positive
Oh,
about something.
wait,
because when you're a child, I remember walking out of Revenge of the Fallen being like, that is the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
And then you watch it as an adult and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But like that was my first experience where I walked out of Last Airbender and I was like, and I couldn't explain why it was bad.
Right,
Like
right.
when somebody was like, oh, why didn't you like it? I was like, it was too obvious that they were like setting up a sequel.
Right.
Like I couldn't explain
Yeah.
like why it was bad, but like I walked out of that being like, that was bad.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I want to change my answer because I was just trying to be mean towards Flushed Away.
Sure.
I think mine genuinely was Ghost Rider's Spirit of Vengeance.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the frick is that?
The second Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider movie.
Oh.
I was that was the first time I was like ready to be something's #1 fan.
Yeah.
And was
It's so
just
disappointing.
let down.
So
Yeah.
disappointing.
But yeah,
So you think is this more Flushed Away being bad or more Spirit Away being great?
I think you're underestimating how hardcore the Spirit movie is.
I should watch it.
You guys should watch it. Okay, so we'll
I haven't
table
watched it in
this.
years.
That's so fair. It's a movie about horses starring Matt Damon.
Mm-hmm.
Twist, the horses don't talk. But Matt Damon plays the main horse.
But Spirit talks.
No.
Interesting. Okay.
The movie's awesome. Hans Zimmer did the score, which is crazy. And then your other most egregious, all of the Planet of the Apes are roughly the same quality.
When did we say that?
When reviewing
I think I might have said that.
Kingdom. Whatever the Kingdom.
I think Rise, Dawn, and War are all within a point of each other. They're all great.
So you're talking about the old one.
No, I'm talking.
You're talking about-
Well, I'll stay
you're
within
talking
the
about
new
Tim
ones.
Burton.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm talking about the James Franco one.
You think Rise is bad?
To put that next to the actual like cinematic masterpiece that is whatever the next one after
Dawn.
that is called.
Dawn. I think Dawn is better, but Rise is still such a great start. I still give it like an 8.5.
Rise is such an FX movie. Like Rise is on par with like X-Men Origins Wolverine
Wrong.
No.
in terms of
Wrong.
every aspect.
Wrong.
No.
Wrong.
No.
Wrong. So,
Wrong.
So I understand. So for a long time, I thought Rise was better than Dawn. Obviously, bad opinion. But the thing with Rise that you are missing is that I will give you that it's an FX movie. Now, I won't give you that it's the same level of quality of X-Men Origins Wolverine. I would call that the worst FX movie. And I would say that Rise is the best you can make an FX movie.
I'm so glad you knew instantly what I was talking about when I
course.
called it an FX movie.
Of course, of course. I know this isn't an FX movie, but when you said that, I immediately thought Lost.
Yes, that's fair.
Yeah. Right. So I get what you're saying, but
Yeah.
like the thing with Rise that you're missing is like it's the Baby Yoda factor of young Caesar and watching him grow up. Maybe I don't know why you must have been on your phone during some of those scenes. Like the early scenes in that movie endear you so much to that character and James Franco that. The Rise has an emotional weight that doesn't match the emotional weights of the actual good, serious masterpieces, which are the Matt Reeves ones, because Matt Reeves didn't do Rise. But it has an emotional core that like is completely different than the next two that actually means something to people like with some kind of moral compass, which you're showing me that you do not have.
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
It's so sweet, and then it's so sad.
And it's still so important. Like that. That is Caesar's origin.
Yeah.
Like Caesar's.
Just because it needed to happen doesn't mean it happened well.
Yes, it did happen.
It did
well.
happen
It
well.
did happen
It
well.
has the-
Like he just said, the emotional core and the morality of it, but also you still get like the no moment where like he first talks.
I was gonna say
Awesome moment, by the way.
that's genuinely like I put that in top like 3 of the whole series.
Sure.
Like that's
That
incredibly
Okay, so
well
what's
executed.
asked in that movie?
It's just the connection between James Franco and young Caesar. I think the movie doesn't work if you're not already hyped on Caesar because you know the other movies are great.
Wrong.
Not true.
If
Wrong.
every other movie
I saw
maintained-
Rise in 2011 in theaters. I fucking loved it.
You were what, 13?
I was
I
11.
watched
Yeah,
it
right.
within the last year or two, and I had never seen the other ones. I watched Rise for the first time. I thought it was great. I understand you putting it at the bottom of the 3.
I'd put it, I mean, it's not that I'm like, oh, this is, I guess the X-Men Origins thing was pretty inflammatory. I'll give it like a 7.
He's just trying to get me to crash out.
like-
You know, he actually loves the Who Cares You Do clip. He's just...
I need it actually
yeah, he
in my
needs
rents
more.
too.
He needs another one.
I need those royalties.
Yeah.
Dawn is so like, you watch them back to back. We did Ape Thrill, my house did, where we
Nice.
watched all monkey-related thriller movies.
That's freaking sick.
It was after Febuscary. But anyway, if you watch them back to back, it's like one is such a like popcorn, like of its era, 2008, like Superman. Not Superman. It like reminds me of like Phase 1 Avengers movies.
Yeah, sure.
And then the second one, Phase 1 Avengers movies that aren't the Avengers or Iron Man.
I love you, DannyMotta.
It's like Thor to me in terms of quality. And then
So that's wrong.
And fuck, I was so close.
But I love that he doesn't like Phase 1.
And then Dawn, you watch it and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's
like,
a masterpiece. Yeah.
There's like long oneers. There's
Yep.
like huge moments
You
where
like
they're
Transformers.
like, we're filmmaking. Huh?
You don't think that counts in that category?
Transformers is extremely fun.
The first one?
A lot of them.
Dog, I'd agree with that. I'd take that.
Yeah.
I also saw Revenge of the Fallen as a kid and was like, this is sick, and haven't gone back. Like,
Oh, don't go back. The
Yeah.
Racism Brothers are way worse than you remember.
I'm real afraid to go back. I also thought the third one was like, because again, I love when a movie gets unexpectedly dark, which is why Dawn is so sick too. Like everything with Koba's great. When Koba's dragging that ape up the
Yep.
steps and throws him. But the third Transformers movie, when they're just fucking taking over Chicago,
Yeah.
I remember being a kid and I was like, whoa, this must be rated R. Like, the Transformers bleed this time.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess I'm not swaying you guys on that.
I get putting it at the bottom of the 3, but if someone came to me and they ranked any of those 3 in any order, I would not freak out.
I'd freak out, I think. I think I would need to... I came ill-equipped because the last time I watched it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I needed notes. The other one... Oh, this is crazy. This should ignite something between you guys. I forget if it did before. The best Mission Impossible is better than the best Harry Potter. That's crazy, right?
No.
No.
No?
no problem.
No,
with that.
I think
No problem
I think
with
there
that.
are like 3 Mission Impossibles that might be better than every Harry Potter
No
movie.
problem with that. Fallout, 10 out of 10.
I think a Mission Impossible is easier to write than Harry Potter. Like,
Well,
I think you have to take
I
it...
got news
Harry
for
Potter
you.
was
Harry Potter
already
written. Got news for you, baby.
Script already there, dude.
Already there.
All right,
Those books were done in 05.
I hadn't considered. I got nothing, really.
No.
It's the...
I think it's tainted because I love the book so much, but I think the best Harry Potter movie is an 8 out of 10.
Is that 3?
3 is an 8 out of 10, and I think that 8 is an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
How do you feel about 8?
I do have that as one of my notes. I think 8 is bad and 7 is great.
You wanna hit me with
But
one
here's
of
the thing. Here's what I'm realizing right now. I really have an affinity for a movie that feels like it's taking the leap forward into being like indie cinema. Like, I know obviously a Harry Potter movie's never going to be an indie movie. Like, they have $200 million budgets. But like, that's why Dawn and Harry Potter 7 both to me feel like they're focusing more on like the artistry of filmmaking than like your typical Hollywood affair stuff. Part 8 of Harry Potter has all of these like off-screen deaths and like it just doesn't have the like there's good bits. I like Voldemort running some oh no, that's 7 too. Voldemort running stand-up comedy on Neville, doing a tight 5 on Neville where he's like turning to his boys and doing his weird penguin laugh. You know what I'm
That's
talking
an 8.
about?
That's an 8.
I think that might be an 8, but I don't remember.
Okay, that's it. You're right.
It sounds
you're
like
right.
it would be an 8.
That's a good bit. I like that. I like, you know, Snape getting his throat slit by like a new killing curse apparently. But like
It's the snake.
well, but he slices his
you're
throat.
right.
Yeah, he goes, and I'm like, is that not a killing curse?
Hey.
And then the snake beats him to death,
Yeah. It's pretty brutal.
which is crazy. But like, it's just 7 feels like this weird indie artsy film with all of these like gorgeous vistas and these really tense moments with like Luna Lovegood's father, where it's this real like, oh, why is everything uneasy here? And like the Deathly Hallows like animated sequence, obviously
Gorgeous, by the way.
yeah, like an unreal, super unique, like old Spanish art style for some reason. And then 8 is just more like, I don't know. I'm realizing I don't love part 2s to 2-part things. Because I love Infinity War, don't love Endgame, love
That's correct.
Deathly Hallows part 1, don't love part 2.
But everything you're talking about with the artsiness of 7, I agree with, but it's done so much better in 3. 3 is, I mean,
That's
Alfonso Cuarón cooked out of his mind in that movie. I mean, just the little thing of showing the change of seasons with the Whomping Willow. It's just like little things like that. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
But back to Mission Impossible. I rewatched all of those before the last one came out, and like they are just such a good time for the entirety of the movie, and they have highs that I don't think Harry Potter necessarily reaches. Again, I haven't seen Harry Potter since like they came out.
Oh,
so
I got you.
so I do want to rewatch them.
I don't know if
I rewatch them annually.
but I can't.
yeah, it's like a winter fall like rewatch,
that's-
right? Yeah.
My girlfriend Rachel, she requires it annually. Like we've already watched them this year.
Oh, really?
Like it's every year. She loves them.
ABC, which I think is called Freeform now. This is some like cable TV lore.
Yeah.
But ABC Family used to play them every holiday season. And so now I'm like conditioned to be like, oh, it's getting cold out. Harry Potter must be in town.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are like that. Yeah.
Mission Impossible, like none of the characters though are like
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. You don't really care about Simon Pegg's character as much as you care about Ron. Like you just don't.
Yeah, but I care about Ethan Hunt, and I care about.
Yeah, but you just care about his mission. Like I like they introduced the wife thing a
and
little
the
bit,
possibility of it.
and whether it's you can do it or not. But no, the
Thanks.
nice.
I
Give
didn't.
you a little pat on the
That
back.
was a little slow for me.
No, I see what you're saying. The
No,
relationships.
Fallout's a better movie than any Harry Potter movie.
Interesting. I think Mission Impossible 4 reaches that like, oh, this is like a cinema ass movie.
Yeah.
And 3 also is
Yes,
like really
but
good. Every other one,
No, 5 through 7 do it as well.
Yeah, 7 is awesome too.
It like I love 3 as much as the next guy. I glaze 3.
Yeah.
But 5 through 7, it does not slow down.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
6 is like one of the 10 best action movies of all time for me. Like up there with Terminator 2.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Very
really
cool.
good. It's really good. But I do agree with your point where like, but I think a lot of action movies suffer from that where it's like
And
it's
that's
an
fair.
action movie. It's not necessarily character driven. Like I care about the world and the fantasy and the characters and the relationships a little bit more in Harry Potter.
And I'm able to be like, I'm here for like the movie version of Cirque du Soleil. Like I love John Wick 4 is like one of the all-time great action movies.
Yeah, but what character do you
Well,
care
exactly,
about in there? You
yeah,
know what I mean?
like-
Yeah.
It's funny when we were talking about Demon Slayer, I almost brought up John Wick because that also is a movie that like you pitch to someone and you're like, oh, this movie's 3 big fight scenes.
Yeah.
And people are like, only 3. And you're like, no, they're like a half hour long. Like,
Yeah.
it's the structure of the movie, these fight scenes. So I get the idea of being like, oh, I'm just going to sit back and watch how impressive it is that like this 60-year-old man fell down this many steps. You know,
It's fun.
yeah.
It's fun. All right, we're gonna answer some
No,
questions.
what, you got anything else?
I don't think that was so threatening. You got anything else, big boy? I had Flushed Away, Best Mission Possible,
All right,
1 Billion Lions.
all right.
And then I had, well, this one became redundant because you talked about it a little. I don't remember what you said, but I was gonna be like, now that James Gunn's Superman came out, can you retroactively go back and be like, Man of Steel is fun as a pocket, like,
Oh,
Elseworld
what an
movie?
interesting question.
No, because
with
that's not what it
comics-
was.
With comics, it's like, oh, I can enjoy an Injustice because I have core Superman to read.
But we
now
did.
that
But we
James
didn't.
Gunn, but now that James Gunn exists, can Man of Steel be a fun what if?
Yes, I just wish that we had gotten this one first. You know what I mean? And we didn't destroy the view of Superman and the social framework with Man of Steel beforehand. You know what I mean?
Right. If you ever rewatch Man of Steel, like, do you think you'll look at it as like in that view where you're like,
Yeah, I mean,
oh, this is its own thing now?
So a big reason why, like, because I can excuse a lot of the problems I have with the character portrayals in Batman v Superman, which does the Man of Steel thing with more characters and also very, very important characters. But at least Batman v Superman is like really entertaining for me, where it's like I don't have that with Man of Steel. Like Man of Steel has all these problems, and I think it's boring as fuck.
Gotcha.
So it's like that's a big problem. Like I don't ever look forward to rewatching Man of Steel. I'm sure I'm gonna have to, but like I'm not going to look forward to it ever. You know?
Yeah.
And so that's a big problem that I'll never get over is how fucking boring it is.
Right.
So it's like not only is it unforgivable, all this garbage that you included in it, like Kevin Costner going like this,
Right.
but like on top of that, you made an incredibly dull looking and very boring movie.
Yeah, I mean, that's a criticism no one can ever even combat, because you can't be like, no, here's why you're gonna find it entertaining. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I can be like...
But people combat us saying things are boring by saying that we, you know, have TikTok brain or have
no media literacy.
no media literacy or
what people find boring is the most subjective thing on earth. Like,
fabulous take, DannyMotta.
because I find Batman vs Superman boring is my issue with it.
Yeah.
Like, I love the warehouse fight scene.
Of course.
I think that's one of the most spectacular fight scenes ever. I don't want to watch anything leading up to it.
Correct.
Man of Steel I find more entertaining because I like Dragon Ball. And it's just a live action Dragon Ball movie. But yeah, I think you can't like tell someone what is and isn't boring, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
And you definitely shouldn't question their like mental capacity and like how good they are as a cognitive human being because they don't like Oppenheimer as much as you or whatever the heck.
Here I am sitting down thinking about how right you guys are, but absolutely I'm going to judge the fuck out of somebody if they turn to me and say New Hope is boring.
Yeah.
So
Opinions.
We're all our comment section, like to a degree, like
Oh,
whatever.
absolutely.
But I think it's different because it's much better to do that to people you know in person as opposed to someone else on the internet. I think you can argue and call your friend an idiot all day, but doing so to someone else on the internet, I think is a little bit more stupid.
I don't care that anybody calls me an idiot.
No, I'm just saying that's why I don't do it. Okay, let's get to some of these before we run out of time. So we just
Do you
take
think
turns.
you're a hypocrite? Sorry, real quick. Do you think you're a hypocrite?
Not as much as you.
No, I know I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not saying I don't.
But I think my hypocrisy makes sense. If I enjoy something, I'll let something slide versus if I don't.
Okay.
Can you give an example of your own hypocrisy?
Yeah, like there are things that, you know, like I'm the big turn your brain off Cars 2 guy.
Right.
But then I criticize plenty of like children's movies like Lego Batman.
Yeah,
I can't turn my brain off for that because it's beating me over the head with the child message, in my opinion. Or like Monsters University. We're getting a lot of hate right now because on our last episode we said how garbage Monsters University is, which it is. And like they're like, oh, why can't you turn your brain off for that? But you can for Cars 2, which many people believe is a worse movie. Right. But that's because I like Cars 2 and I don't like Monsters University.
No, well, that's the thing where subjective boredom comes in. Where like I also run into that where like I'll glaze a movie and say I love it because of X, Y, and Z, and then I'll bash a movie for the issues the other one has. And, and people will be like, well, you didn't criticize this movie. And I'm like, yeah, well, I like that one.
Yeah,
like,
that's how we got to Who Cares You Do.
Yeah, right.
Because we are aggravated with the prequels, but we like Last Jedi, so we can give it a pass there. And that's how we got that.
Yeah, I think that's can be stupid sometimes.
No, 100%. I totally understand. I'm never going to say I'm not a hypocrite and I'm not an idiot for saying that. Just asking. I just thought about that.